Hi, Lindsay Labonte, branch manager of Applied Mortgage, and you are tuning into the Applied Mortgage Community Show. I am so excited to have some really special guests on our call today. I am helping the Northampton Chamber and Downtown Northampton Association with the 413 Dine Out Takeout Pledge. And what that means is you try to get 4 friends together to have at least one meal out in the greater Northampton area. And we're trying to do that over the next 3 months. And we're coming into beautiful warm weather, an awesome time to be out socializing. Feels like maybe things are getting a little bit more back to normal, a little safer. And we want to take advantage and help to support the awesome restaurants and stores here in our community. So keep an eye out for the 413 Dine Out Takeout program that's going on and take the pledge. I want to introduce our guests here who are local restaurant owners, Brian and Sam. And could you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourselves and about your restaurant?
Sure. Well, I grew up nearby. I grew up in East Hampton. I was born in Northampton. In 2001, I moved to New York and was there for quite a while, about 15 years. I met Samantha and we fell in love. And
at a restaurant.
Yeah.
That's your side of the story. It was that quick.
We were working together.
And yeah, it was pretty quick. It really was pretty quick. Had a little guy, had a little baby and a little puppy, and decided to move back. And, after both of us, we were bartenders all over Brooklyn and Manhattan. My last position was a beverage manager at a place in Gramercy in Manhattan. And we just wanted to open up kind of our own shop and come back here. And so that's what we did about it was 4 years ago, last month. Yeah.
Wow.
And we picked the perfect 4 years to
Yeah.
to own a restaurant.
Right.
So the first 2 years were amazing, and the last 2 years were challenging. But yeah, we're super excited to still be here and to do what we do.
Awesome. It's so great that you could bring all of that experience that you got from all of your work in the city and take it right back here. And that's why we have such great restaurants in the area. Remind me again, where's Caminito? What street is it on? Not that I don't know.
We're on Old South 3rd Street.
Great.
And it is literally like across the street from the back of the garage.
Parking garage, yeah.
The main parking garage. Across the street from Harold's on the hill. Everyone knows us on the hill. Everyone's had their ice cream on the hill as a kid, sitting on the wall. But a lot of people don't know South 3rd Street is like 100 yards. You know what I mean? It's a very small street.
Look for the igloos.
Yeah, right now look for the igloos on the patio.
Patio, yeah, that's awesome. That's great. And yeah, really convenient to park right across the street, the parking garage.
Yeah.
Even when it's cold out, you can just scoot right across, run up the stairs, and good to go. So such an awesome place. My husband and I eat there frequently at Caminito. And so you already alluded to the fact that you opened the restaurant 4 years ago, and the last 2 years, of course, were some of the hardest times for all of us as a community. And I just, I do want to take a moment just to acknowledge that we've all gone through tremendous changes, grief, loss of families, potentially our businesses, just major changes that have happened here in our community. And everybody who works with the Applied Mortgage team here, everybody that we support in the community who supports us, I mean, we're all an extended family, and Brian and Sam, you're part of that family. And we definitely just have everybody in our thoughts. And at the same time, I've been so amazed by how much this community really lifts each other up during these times and has come together and made changes and really persevered. So, remembering and acknowledging the struggle that we've all gone through and the changes we've had to make. But also I want to make sure that we're talking about some silver linings here too. So to start with, though, I mean, March, we're coming right up on this 2-year anniversary here of when we all had to do this major pivot, right, for lack of a better description. So what were some changes and what happened? Walk us through a little bit of the last couple of years and what you all had to do to remain open.
Well, I remember vividly when the week that it really started and I was bartending and everybody was like, this is just going to be a little cold. Like, this is going to be nothing. And then, within a week we had closed before it was mandated. So that was kind of wild. But I will say, touching on, community, everybody it's heartwarming to me how much support we've gotten. And every time I see a guest like you come back in, it just warms my heart. And, this is why we do this. And we've had so much support. But I don't know if you want to talk more about shutdown and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it took everyone by surprise, but everyone's been great and understanding, and I mean, we were very fortunate to be in a place where we were surrounded by family and able to deal with it together. I think the biggest thing is trying to move out of it, like you said, finding that silver lining, and for us, it's been really affirming to struggle with the business and find out how much we love the business. I think that's the biggest thing, is sometimes the day-to-day you don't appreciate what you're doing, and we're here because we want to be here. We love our guests, and we love that interaction of throwing a party, and sometimes those challenges you find some fun things like the igloos and different things like that. It's been fun to try to do something different,
Yeah, it's definitely a whole level of resilience and strength and everything that's gotten everyone to where we are now 2 years later. And you keep mentioning these igloos. So for anyone that hasn't dined at Caminito's recently over the winter, so there's a patio section too, which will be really great as we head into this warm weather. But over the winter, you utilized it with igloos. How many were out there, or they are right now, right?
We had 5. We started with 2 and quickly moved up to 5. People really loved them, and I think no matter where people's comfortability has been over especially the last kind of 6 months, they're just fun. You know what I mean?
They're whimsical. Everybody's had a blast.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
I definitely felt for the wait staff, because you all had to go in the elements, and we're in our warm igloos.
And it's hot inside, so sometimes it's a nice relief from running around. They are I do want to talk for just 1 second about our staff. I think that's been one of the hardest things for restaurants over the past couple of years, and I just we feel incredibly grateful for our staff. Everybody who's here right now seems to really want to be here. It's a wonderful, it's always a nice start to the day when I walk in and everybody's chatty and happy to be here. And it's like right before, it just transfers to the guests, and it's a nice feeling. I get like goosebumps thinking about it. And, then you look around during the night and I feel so grateful. Our guests and our staff have lifted us up during this time. And
that's great. Resilience and camaraderie for sure is the
and adaptability on all parts,
Yeah, yes, definitely. And other than the igloos, you also have that beautiful new bar behind you. When did that get renovated?
We have mocktails for you, Lindsay, too.
I know. I'll have a non-mocktail, a real cocktail at some point when I'm no longer pregnant.
We took a long time to get it in, though. It was challenging just in terms of like the construction and permitting and getting everything set up the way we want it, and had it kind of just up and running for about 3 weeks before the pandemic kind of really kicked in and shut us down. So when we reopened, we were open for a few months last summer, but then kind of hibernated through the winter last winter, opened back up in June, and it feels like part of us again. It feels like we have a bar, like it's kind of part of the restaurant. It took a little while because even though it's been here physically for 2 years, we haven't really put it through its paces. But yeah, that's kind of our background as well. So it's been a lot of fun to have this whole other area that we can really explore.
That's great.
Yeah. It's been very cool for me to see, because I know that Brian's been planning this bar for about 20 years. A while back, I found a notebook of his from when he was like 20 years old, and he'd already started mapping out his eventual bar. So this is really a labor of love, and
there it is,
done into it. Yeah,
that's so great, and it's gorgeous. If you haven't been to Caminito yet in person, definitely check it out. And so great spot even to just stop in for a quick drink after work, and appetizers. You have a great menu, or date night, family out, whatever, for the full menu experience too. That's awesome. So we've talked about quite a few changes that you've made, positive coming into the hopefully warmer weather, people going out and about, participating in dining out or taking out. Any other silver linings to highlight here that you've all experienced together as the Caminito family?
I just want to emphasize again how much that, being on the sidelines and hibernating makes you feel how great it is to just be in the space. When we have a busy Friday, Saturday night, and everyone's just, it's like being in a great concert. You know what I mean? Everyone's kind of moving to the same music, and there's a lot of a kind of a group energy. And I think that's what we really get excited about, is when there's something magical about a group of strangers all coming in with their own little parties, and it becoming something bigger than just having dinner, and that's our that's what really drives us.
I mean, and Brian and I are here every night. So one of us is here every night. So we're really, either bartending or hosting. And so we get to really be a part of it. And, we've both been in the industry for 20 years and we love it. I love seeing everybody here. But the other thing that I am, a big appreciation for our staff has come out of this, because they've been very loyal, and wouldn't be here without their support and without their commitment.
Takes a whole team. And what you said about the two of you being there and being involved too, I mean, it's so apparent every time. You don't know Sam and I from my husband, Sam and I, really, very much, but the second we stepped footed, Brian came right up to us, introduced himself, reintroduced himself, and then every time we've gone in since, I mean, it really feels like a family, and it's nice to be taken care of in that way too. So thank you both again. And how best, just in general for our listeners, in supporting the restaurants here in the greater Northampton area, I mean, what do you think the best way that people can support the restaurant community right now is?
I mean, eat. Yeah. Go out and eat. And, one of the things that is always a little surprising here, we, we're not kind of a quick serve restaurant. We're more a steakhouse. So it's sit down, and it's a little bit more of an event kind of situation. But for us, eating during the week, having business dinners out,
coming to the bar and
just
sitting down and having a little bite to eat. I really want to emphasize, people have been eating dinner at the bar as well, but you can drop in for a casual drink and an appetizer. Yeah,
I always said, that to me, that's one of the biggest differences between here and where we were working is everyone wants to eat, Friday or Saturday between 6 or 7. You know what I mean? And obviously that presents a problem, this kind of dinner rush. But coming in a little bit later or a little bit earlier, or like I said, during the week, those are the people that like really warm my heart, you know.
If you come in on Wednesday afternoon, you're probably gonna find Brian behind the bar experimenting with drinks.
Yeah.
And if you're
there we go.
you'll get a seat.
Yeah.
So,
There's a promotion. Get some samples.
I'm here on Thursdays and I have a lot of fun. So
That's great. Well, thank you both so much for being here with us today, and really providing so much information about what you went through as a business owner, as a restaurant owner over the last 2 years, and just having such a positive outlook. And the way that you run your restaurant really is just an extension of a big family, with superior service and quality, I must add, from my personal experience. So thank you both again. And Caminito Steakhouse right in Northampton. Anything else that you want to leave us with as far as specials?
Can't wait to see you and Sam again.
Yeah.
And my little ones.
Yeah, and thank you for doing this and everything you do for the community. I feel really lucky. You know, you helped us out when we were trying to buy a place from New York, which was challenging. We could only come in and look at houses, you know, maybe once a month, every few weeks, we would drive up and look. And I mean, we had such a great experience, such an easy, painless experience with you getting up here, you know. So that was great.
Thank you.
And everything you do for the community. I mean, it seems like you have your hand in everything. Like you are the point person for the city, you know.
Well, thank you. We do try to make sure that our customers have a full experience during buying a house, and then after they close too. We want to stay involved. We want to see what you're doing. We want to come eat at your restaurant. So thank you both, and great to have you here on the Applied Mortgage Community Show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lindsay. Can't wait to see you again. Say hi to Sam for us.
I will. Thank you. That's a wrap. Thanks so much for tuning in to our Applied Mortgage Community Show. As always, if you have any mortgage-related questions, please contact our team at Applied Mortgage, 413-586-5626, or appliedmortgageteam.com. And if you want to be featured on one of our episodes, let me know. We'd love to have you.